Hello all. Regular viewers to the channel will know that I'm not the kind of guy that does videos when driving, because, and I will keep my eyes on the road here, when doing videos when driving, you're not paying attention to the road. That's not the way we do things. But there's this one here, which is something that's come close to my heart now as I'm in a lorry. The concept of elephant racing. Now, if you're in a truck, you might know about it. And if you're in a van, you've probably seen it. And you know, like when you've got like 2 or 3 lanes in a motorway, say you got a 4-lane motorway, and in the first 3 lanes you've got 3 lorries all running parallel with each other, all desperately trying to get past each other, all blocking the road. So you're going, oh, for God's sake, can't they all just like fit in a line? This is the concept of elephant racing. You know, like the big things where you had the elephants, they're all going, and they're all not going quick, but they're all going for it. The thing is, we're all restricted. We're all restricted to 56 miles an hour. The reason we're restricted to 56 miles an hour is because if, and I found this one out, I haven't done it, you actually put ball tyres on the truck and you stick it on the wheelie bridge type thing, you can get 60 out of it. So that's why they knock it down to 56, because that way you definitely can't go faster than 60, which is the legal speed limit. With that in mind, some lorries go quicker than others. Some go 56, some go 60, some aren't even restricted at all, some go 52. I've said you can pick all the numbers you like, it's like bingo, this isn't it really? House! But so what ends up happening is, and it's kind of frustrating, you're sitting behind someone and then like, you're sitting there, you're doing 53, 54, but you still got your driver's hours, you've got to get there. At least twice now I've had to stop 10 minutes away from home and wait for either half an hour or 3/4 of an hour because I ran out of driving time. So you try and get past them, and then you pull out, and then you're on a hill, and then suddenly you're slipping back, or they're slipping in front. And then you get the elephant whistle. You hear the elephant whistle. Elephant whistle sounds like this, it goes shh, and that's the sound of the turbo kicking in. You'll be right, here we go, I'm going to have him. You also find clans. What will happen is you'll start bunching up. You'll get behind a guy and you'll lock it off at 56, and you'll leave the right appropriate gap, 6 vehicles, and that gap won't change. And you go, right, lovely. And then he'll lock behind someone, and then they'll come across someone slow, and all the 3 of you will go out and all come back in. And all the flashy lights and the funny indicator, things like that. Well, a few hints about elephant racing for my fellow drivers out there. If you are trying to overtake someone in front and they've got 55 and you've got 56, don't do it. Not unless it's a 3-lane motorway or a 4-lane motorway and you're only occupying lanes 1 and 2 and you're not causing any grief to anyone behind. Because I remember what it's like when I was a van driver, and certainly as a car driver, and it's like, oh, for God's sake. If admittedly the guy in front's on 52 and you're 56, certainly go for it. Don't forget that you're driving down the 3rd lane of the motorway just because we're all locked off, as that's happened at least twice. I'm like, I've got trucks on the left and trucks on the right, and I'm going through them in the middle. That's just daft. Yeah, and also, if you're on a dual carriageway, again, and you're fighting to get past the lorry and there's cars behind you, don't do it. You can guarantee, if you pull behind, if it's only a mile difference, just put the speed, clock it down 1 or 2. You can guarantee he's going to come off the next exit. It's always the way. You fight to get past him, and the second you pull past him, you watch him pull in. And you just ain't going to. Alternatively, you put it to a service station, then you put it to a service station, 1 minute later he pulls in behind you, and you're like, wasn't worth the grief. So that's elephant racing, guys. Things that I learn about now that I'm in the truck, and I've got 3 buttons on this side. One of them limits the speed, one of them locks the speed, and one of them turns the lock speed on and off. And I've got one on this side. That's my exhaust brake. That's for going down hills. Hope you're all well. That's kind of it. I'm going to get off now because I'm got to get me load away. So that's it. And on that note, take care, take money.